Is that frustrating or is it cool?
It's
That
both.
the fact that you're constantly reinventing yourself, finding yourself, losing yourself.
Yeah, I just thought I would be better by now. I thought it'd be better. Because, yeah, that's exactly what happens. You get to this point and you go, yeah, but then now there's all this.
Yeah.
Like, well, wow, I didn't even think of that.
Well, what does that mean to be better than you are now? I understand if you're just starting out. I understand if you're at a mid-level. Obviously, we can all improve some element of our musicianship. But for a guy like you, who's a very acclaimed player, very established player, a very well-rounded player.
Really?
Cameras.
I know.
I gotta make you look good.
I think I'm going to hire you to PR me, man. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to be your point man.
Yeah.
I'm going to be that guy James Browne puts
Yeah,
coat on.
exactly.
You know?
There you go. That's what I need.
But honestly, you know it. It's what is it that you feel is deficient, or is it just that when you say I thought I would be better?
Well, I mean,
is that unrealistic?
Which part is unrealistic? Like, what do you mean?
The fact that you think that you should be better, aren't you good enough?
Well, this is the thing. Like, if you think of it in terms of being serious, you always are your own worst critic. I am by far my own worst critic. Nobody has to critique me. I am perfectly capable of doing all that myself.
I've enjoyed critiquing you.
Yeah, okay.
But you're probably better at it than I am.
Yeah, and I'm the first one like where I go, no, let me do that again.
Why is that? Why do? Because you're not the only one who does that.
I know.
We've done tons of these interviews, and I've played music, and we're all our own worst critics. Why?
Well, because you're serious about it. That's my basic premise. Like even now when I talk to students at MI, I go, look, you guys, you got to get serious about this if you want to do it. Like you're saying that you want to do this as a career. So that changes everything. Like if you're just taking lessons to have fun and getting together with your friends to have fun and, you learn some chords and you play some guitar and you play piano and stuff. I actually envy those people because all the pressure is off. You don't have any pressure to perform at a level. You just go, yeah, I'm just doing this for fun. It's like me riding my mountain bike.
Yeah.
I'm never going to win a race. Are you kidding? I mean, I've watched these guys race and I'm going, no.
Yeah.
But I just go and enjoy it. I enjoy it.
You enjoy it for what it gives you.
Right. It's a serious hobby for me, and for most people, music is a hobby at varying levels. As soon as you decide that you want to be a professional musician in some capacity where you're going to go out into the world and you are going to make a living as a musician, everything changes because you have to have a skill set that allows you to do that. Now, some people are very lucky not lucky, but fortunate in the sense that they get in a band and their band becomes successful. And they're very good at what they do. I mean, I don't know, who can I think of? Well, I mean, the Stones, Aerosmith, you name it. A ton of bands.
The great Rocco Preston.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the perfect guy for that group.
Yeah.
Not sure who else he could play with.
Yeah. So
he's not going to do jazz gigs.
You're right. Exactly. Yeah. So, those guys write their music and they manage to make it popular enough that they could make a living at it.
Yeah.
So that's one aspect of it.
For the rest of us.
Right. And then here comes the other side of that. I was never in a band that was successful. I was never a member of a band, really, that was doing original music and trying to get somewhere with it. I always felt like my best chance of sustaining my life as a musician was to work independent and be one of those guys.
Oh, yeah.
And, maybe that was wrong. Maybe I missed out on chances. I don't know. It's hard to know what you missed out on if you didn't see it,
right.
But I just kind of followed that path, And then there's other people who follow different paths. I mean, I don't know. Let me think of somebody here that we would both know. Well, Gary Willis is a good example, I mean, he has a vision of his music that he has been following all his life.
Yeah.
And that's
sure
what
has.
he does.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He's not interested in sessions. He's not interested in doing movie dates. He's not interested in playing on smooth jazz records and, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because he could be making a ton of those dates happen. And he just goes, you know, I prefer to spend my time writing music, you know, having a band that I get to be creative with, you know, kind of push the envelope of what I do musically, bass playing wise, whatever. And that's what he does.
As he said, chasing his vision of what he wants to do
and
with
for me personally, you know, a lot of my heroes were a lot of the guys that everybody loved here. You know, I mean, I love all the session musicians that I listened to through all the years. You know, Lee Sklar, who miraculously enough, he and I have become extremely good friends, which was very nice because I mean, I totally adore that guy. You know?
I'm not. You know what? I got a bone to pick with him.
Okay.
Yeah, because he introduced you to the guys in Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Yeah. Well, that's how I got the gig. Actually.
Yeah. Well, I know because you left for 6 months when I was there for a year.
Well, that was planned, actually,
that's what-
because I think he had told me that you were coming, and I went, I got to get out of here because I don't know this
And you
guy.
dealt with it for 6 months, and then you were out of there. And then you came back the day of my jury. I'm like, oh, great.
That was also planned.
Yeah. God, he comes in and now he's here. I thought I'd have to deal without him.
Yeah. So, you know, those guys, like Will Lee. I mean, I love Will Lee. I loved
amazing.
all those guys.
Yeah.
Tony Levin. You know, you name
All
it.
on their own unique journey.
Absolutely.